In this video I'm going to be giving you the 5 best marathon training shoes this year. What is up everybody and welcome to 40 Runs. My name is Chris Ford and I'm training for the Berlin and New York City Marathon this year. Now I wanted to do a video to give you the sort of top 5 best marathon training shoes. So maybe you're doing Chicago, maybe you're doing Berlin, maybe you're doing New York as well, or maybe you've got a London Marathon place for next year. But I wanted to give you the 5 best shoes that I think are currently out there for you if you start marathon training. Okay guys, right, so I've got sort of 5 shoes which I think cover everybody here. We've got different price points as well, so I think I've got you all very well covered. So sit back, relax, get a pen and piece of paper, and let's get stuck in. Okay, so the first shoe that I'm going to talk to you about is one of the best shoes of the year, and that is the Adidas Boston 12. Now this is one of the super trainers that are currently on trend at the moment. We've got Light Strike Pro from the Adidas Pro 3, which I think is one of the best race day shoes, but we're talking about training shoes. And then you've got Light Strike 2.0. You've got a very good Continental rubber outsole. In here, hopefully you can see the fiberglass rods that give you a little bit of propulsion. We've got a nice mesh upper, fits true to size. It's £140, but I've already seen it for less than that, and you can use my code over at startfitness.co.uk. Code's 40 Runs, by the way, and you'll get it a little bit cheaper than that. But I think this is one of the best trainers out there. This can literally do everything in marathon training, including the race. Right, okay, so the next shoe are these, the Puma Forever Run. Now this features the nitro foam, so you're going to get a really nice feeling foam underfoot. You've got an exceptionally wide platform. This is a mild stability / guidance shoe. They built some guidance into the shoe to sort of help you out. It's a very wide, like I say, platform, plenty of room in the toe box. It's not a particularly light shoe. From memory it was around 11 ounces in my UK 9.5. Fits true to size, which is good. You can get it for under £100 on some sites, but I've seen it around that £100. And again, this is a shoe that you can go long in, you can do recovery miles in it. It struggles a little bit with the pace, but if you're not looking to run a particular time or anything like that, you can also take it into race day. But this is a cracking shoe if you require a little bit of stability, a little bit of guidance. It really is good value, and also the outsole on it is phenomenal in terms of grip, but also durability. Now if you're on a budget, I think the Reebok Energy Float Ride 5 is a really good marathon training shoe. Now is this a shoe that you could take into race day? Well, I have seen someone run the London Marathon in a pair of float rides, but I wouldn't necessarily recommend it. But in terms of your training, and if you're on a budget, I don't think you can go far wrong. I've seen this shoe for £44, right? And you're getting Energy Float Ride, energy foam in the shoe. You've got a bit of a torsion system that's been introduced, so helps with some of that stability if you require that. You've got an upper that fits great. It's very breathable. It's a really nice, comfortable shoe to be in. It's quite minimalistic. There's not a hell of a lot going on here, but I kind of like that. The outsole is phenomenal on the shoe in terms of grip and also durability. And it's just a very capable shoe that can take you, again, for those 3-mile runs, all the way up to those 18 and 20 mile runs. But again, the most important point with this shoe is its price point, £44, and I think honestly this will easily take you through that 16-week training plan. Right, so before we carry on, have you subscribed to this YouTube channel? No? Right, make sure you do before you leave me today, and also hit that bell notification, because then you'll get notified when we publish a video. Right, next up, the 2 sort of last shoes are expensive, just as a heads up, right? They're very pricey, but I do think they offer something worth considering. Right, so first up we've got the Convara Pro, which is quite a misunderstood shoe. I think this is a fantastic shoe if you require a little bit of guidance, but you're looking to take the shoe into race day. We've got 3 layers of sort of greatest hits from Saucony. We've got Power Run midsole here, we've got Power Run PB, which is off the Endorphin line, and in there's a Power Run Plus sock liner. Fits true to size, loads of room in the toe box. The only thing that will let it down is the wear and tear, the durability on the outsole, because you've got an exposed EVA outsole. I haven't really got any problems with that. It's really stable, it's really wide. You've got a 3/4 length carbon plate in here, and you've also got the speed roll technology to help you move through your transition. It feels great and comfortable. You've got plenty of foam in there, but it's not over the top. Cools down real nice as well. It's 10.7 ounces in my UK 9.5, but I say the only problem with this shoe is expensive. It's £200. But if you are a stability-ish shoe wearer, it's not a stability shoe, I think this is the one to wear on race day. You can take this through those longer miles if you want to put some goal work in there. It literally eats it up. I did a 16-mile run in this shoe that was split paces, so it was easy goal, and this thing just ate it up, and it was really stable. So yeah, this is very much a shoe to consider. Right, and finally, the last shoe for marathon training, which I think is worth considering, is also expensive. This is £209 or £205, and that's the Asics Super Blast. This is a phenomenal shoe that features the Flight Foam Turbo. It has no carbon in it whatsoever, but it's exceptionally wide. You can again get away with it if you need a little bit of stability because of the width. It's not particularly airy. The upper does get a little bit warm, and I found that with all Asics shoes in 2023 that their uppers are a little bit warm. Fits true to size. The outsole's questionable. You do get, you ain't gonna see, oh, you might see the stone in there. You do get bits of stuff stuck in the outsole underneath, which is one of those things. But Simon's got like over 300 miles in his, and they're still going strong. So durability wise, they're fine, but just be aware you're going to get bits of rock stuck underneath. But the shoe just eats miles, it really does. And if you said to me, Fordy, you got to run a marathon tomorrow, I would stick these on and off I'd trot. Okay, so they're 5 very good marathon training shoes, and most of those you could take into race day with no problem whatsoever. We've got everything from £44 up to £200. Now, to sort of give you a conclusion, to pick the shoe that I think is the best, I'm going to give you 2. First up, I think the Boston 12 is at its price point probably the best running shoe in general at the moment, because you can literally do everything in this exceptionally well. It appeals to everybody because where the Saucony Endorphin Speed 3, some people find the foam a little bit too soft. This has none of that. This really can do everything, and the outsole on it is phenomenal, where again on the Saucony Endorphin Speed 3 it's a bit questionable. This is a amazing shoe. £140, again I've seen it discounted down. This is probably one of the best marathon training shoes currently out there. But for me, there's really one shoe that stands out in general at the moment, out there at the moment, and that's the Super Blast. I just think without any doubt this is the best marathon training shoe out there. It's so expensive, which I think is such a shame because it stops so many people getting it, but it is a phenomenal shoe. I've done 2 marathon training blocks now in this shoe. It is amazing. I would easily run the full length, the full distance in this shoe without a shadow of doubt. I don't care that it's got no carbon in it. If anything, I think that's a positive. This is one of the best shoes out there. In fact, these two shoes I think are currently probably the 2 best shoes currently out there which you can buy. And that's not just for marathon training, I'm talking period, right? But the Super Blast for me is the ultimate marathon training shoe. It really is. And I think if you can afford it, then you buy this. If you can't afford this, then you buy the Boston 12. Right guys, so thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. That's it. Let me know in the comments, agree, disagree. Is there any others that you would stick in there? Maybe the Speed 3 from Saucony, but let me know in the comments and I'll dive in there once this video drops. But that is it from me, and I will, yeah, catch you later.